Hi, I'm Takeo Fuji. I will be explaining the TaskMagic feature that has been appearing recently. As you can see on the screen, when creating automation with TaskMagic, you may encounter icons with enclose and a checkmark. Some of you might be wondering what these are and find them confusing. However, these are actually quite useful features. In this video, I will share a technique that can make this function incredibly helpful if used. I encourage you to give it a try. In this tutorial, we will create an automation using Claude, as requested by some of my blog subscribers. I will automate the process of generating text with AI, scraping the generated text, and exporting it to a Google spreadsheet. Don't worry if you find the new interface a bit confusing. The process of creating automation remains the same. To start, click the green New Automation button in the top right corner. There are two ways to create automation: browser recording or choosing from apps. For this tutorial, we will use browser recording and open a page with Claude. Upon starting browser recording, you'll be asked whether or not to add cookies. What is this cookie action? I think this page is the easiest to understand now, but I am logging in with my email address now. When you try to automate a page that needs to log in, you usually need to log in. You need to add the action of entering your email address and password to log in, but by adding this cookie, you can omit the login process. In other words, cookies allow you to bypass the login process when automating websites that require login credentials. I have explained how to add cookies in another video. For now, I will use a Google extension to copy the site's cookies and paste them here. Before pressing Start Recording, once recording starts, you can begin creating automation as usual. First, copy the code page's URL and paste it into Step 1's input area using Ctrl+V. Then press the green button to navigate automatically to the pasted page. As you can see, I added cookies, so I don't need to log in. Login has already been completed. Now we get to the main topic. Sometimes when trying to automate cloud, certain actions may fail during configuration. For example, if you want to add a text input action but receive an error message when pressing type, this error will persist no matter how many times you try. No matter how many times you do it, this error will always appear. What should you do to avoid this? To bypass this issue, you can use TaskMagic's suggestion feature. Here's how it works. When you click and perform an action in the window, a suggestion appears on the right side with an enclose icon and a checkmark icon. I think there are both the X icon and the check icon. These icons represent whether or not you want to add the performed action to your automation. It comes out as a suggestion. For example, if you click on a page somewhere, it will be suggested in the form of, do you want to add the task of clicking on the element? It's a suggestion feature like this. If you accidentally clicked somewhere and don't want to include that action, press the close button to remove it. If you do want to add the action, press the checkmark icon. It's important to note that although adding a text input action through the menu failed earlier, clicking within the window and allowing TaskMagic to suggest actions enables you to add the desired action successfully. For example, if you click on this button, it suggested it like this. I want to add that you click here too, so if you press the check icon, this action will be automatically added. If you encounter errors when trying to add certain actions in TaskMagic, using the suggestion feature can help you create automation without any issues. Let's scrape this generated text. Scrape. Oh, right. This also has an error and can't be scraped. In this case, it's okay. For example, I will click on this generated text. If you click on it, the action of clicking as step 4 on the menu side was suggested. I will press the check icon and accept it. From here, I will press the 3-point leader and press the change step type. This will allow you to change the click action into a different action type. Now let's change the action to scrape. Then please take a look. The action of clicking has changed to the scraping action. By doing this, we can create an automation that scrapes text generated using Claude. Once completed, even when you're unable to create a smooth automation process, you can still add actions by clicking on elements within the screen. Next, I want to send the scraped data to a Google Sheet. To do this, go to the Send to Google Sheet menu on the left sidebar and enter the spreadsheet URL. Complete the configuration process. The name of this worksheet is Claude's Header Information Answer. Let's set it so that the scraped data is saved at the bottom of this. I will set the worksheet to Claude and check whether the header called answer will be load. After that, I will press the Looks Good button. With this step completed, your automation is now ready. Press Play Steps and watch as the automation comes to life. Then the automation will start. Now the text has been typed and the button has been pressed. The generated text is scraped and exported to Google Sheet. Yes, it was exported. You can create an automation in this way. The new suggestions feature in TaskMagic is incredibly useful, though it may initially be confusing for some users. However, depending on how you use it, this feature allows for creative techniques in automating tasks. Even if it is a page or site that cannot be automated, by clicking on the screen, a suggest will appear. You can add an automation using that suggest feature. It is a funny tips. Try TaskMagic's methods to enhance workflow.